Okay, so we start with the first conversion. How will you convert the following compounds? Ethanoic acid into methanamine. Ethanoic acid to methanamine. Okay. To methanamine. Okay. Now, ethanoic acid, first write the formula, that is CH3COOH. We want to convert into CH3NH2. Amine is NH2, methanamine. Now, when we just look at it, we first realize in the first step that we have to reduce one carbon atom in it. Okay, so one carbon atom should be less. Now, for doing conversions, the important thing is that all reactions should be there in the mind, then only we can start with the conversion. So if you remember that when acids are treated with NH3, ammonia, we had written, we will use only those reactions which we have already done. Okay, so because all conversions are possible with their help only. When they are treated with ammonia, what happens? CH3COO NH4. Salts are formed. Then in the next step, what happens? This loses one water molecule, H2 from this, and O minus H2O takes place, and we get CH3CONH2. Amides are formed. Okay, and when amides are formed, then in this case what we want one C to be removed. Then we will use reduction of this by Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. There are two reactions to reduce amides. Simply if we use lithium aluminum hydride, then what happens? This C is converted into CH2NH2. But in this equation, we don't require this C, we have to remove it. And Hofmann-Bromamide reaction or Hofmann-Bromamide degradation does what? When these amides CH3CONH2 are treated with bromine plus NaOH are used, then we know that it results in the formation of CH3NH2. This CO is lost as Na2CO3 plus NaBr plus 2H2O. This is formed. This is Hofmann-Bromamide reaction. That is why we say that this reaction is very important. So by doing, now when we do conversions, this reaction we are writing complete, but when we do conversions, we don't need to write the complete equations. You can simply write here CH3CONH2 Hofmann-Bromamide degradation or reaction, and you write the product CH3NH2 as the product. So we obtained here from CH3CONH2, the next step is that CH3NH2 is obtained. So what we have done is that first we have converted it acid with the help of ammonia into salt of it. By losing water molecule, it gets converted to amide, and then amide by degradation, Hofmann-Bromamide converts into amine. Okay, so whenever in case of amines we require degradation having less carbon atom, we will always try to reach to this reaction. That how we reach this reaction, so that we can get one carbon atom less. Okay, so this is your first conversion, ethanoic acid to methanamine. Now next we will see next is methanol to ethanoic acid. Methanol to ethanoic acid. CH3OH, methanol to ethanoic acid. Okay. CH3COOH. Now in this question, methanol to ethanoic acid, we have to first see that the product is having one carbon more. So we have to look for the ways by which we can increase the number of carbon atom. Now whenever it comes to increase carbon atom, the first thing which should come to our mind is that we introduce cyanide group. Whenever CN will be introduced, carbon of that will be helping to increase one carbon atom. Okay. Now how to reach to cyanide through this alcohol? First we have to think for this. So I told you that whenever we have to introduce cyanide or introduce any group, first thing we need to convert any organic compound into its halogen derivative. So alcohols CH3OH can be converted into halogen derivative SOCl2, PCl3, PCl5, hydrochloric acid, any chlorinating agent we can use to convert this into CH3Cl. Okay, and byproducts we will not write in conversion. CH3Cl is obtained in the first step. Now in the next step what we are going to do, this CH3Cl now will be treated with KCN. We have seen the reactions with AgCN and KCN. KCN results in the formation of cyanides, AgCN in the formation of isocyanides. Okay, so in this next step CH3CN is formed. So one C group C is introduced. Now we know that when cyanides are hydrolyzed, acid hydrolysis or base hydrolysis, H positive or OH negative, then they are hydrolyzed to form acid CH3COOH. Cyanides first form amides and then they are forming acids. So we can directly write cyanides on hydrolysis yield acid. So you have obtained the product which you wanted, that is methanol converted to ethanoic acid. Okay, this is one of the way. So in the previous reaction we had seen, to reduce one carbon atom we had to go through that Hofmann bromamide reaction. If we have to increase, then we have to think to reach to cyanide, CN group. Next, hexane nitrile to 1-aminopentane. Hexane nitrile to 1-aminopentane. Now first thing is this is the most confusing group, hexane nitrile. Hexane cyanide when it is written, hexane nitrile it is written. So you forget that whether the C of nitrile to be included in chain or not. So hexane nitrile means what? CH3, CH2, 4 times, I am not writing in chain, 4 and 5 carbon, and 6th carbon will be of nitrile, cyanide. Okay, to 1-aminopentane. Pentane means CH3 and CH2, 4 times, and NH2, amino. This we have to obtain. That means what? Here total number of carbon atoms are 4, 5, 6. Here total carbon are 4 and 5. 1 carbon atom less. Again, when 1 carbon atom is less, that means we have to go to degradation of the chain. Okay. So what we will do? Right now it is cyanide, CH3. See, conversion is sometimes hit and trial also. When you opt for one way, if it is not working, then you can choose for another method. So let us first try with this, that CH2 whole 4 cyanides on hydrolysis will give you acid. Okay, so acids will be obtained. So that acid will be CH3, CH2 whole 4. This group will be acid, CH3, CH2 whole 4, COOH. Now hydrolysis I have done in the first step because I am trying to reach 1 carbon atom less, 4 and 5, here 4, 5 and 6. 1 carbon atom less, that means I want to obtain Hofmann bromamide reaction. So for that I am thinking that first I should reach to amide. For amide I want acid. So that is why I have converted this cyanide into acid. Okay, then once this acid is formed, again reaction with NH3 to form CH3, CH2, whole 4, COO, NH4. Okay. Then in the next step, loss of water molecule to get CH3, CH2, whole 4, CO, NH2. Amide I have obtained. Now in the next step, I will use Hofmann bromamide reaction. Now when I am using Hofmann bromamide reaction, this CO will be lost. Okay, it happens in every bromamide reaction, CO part is lost. So it will give you CH3, CH2, whole 4, NH2. So you can see that we have reached to the product. Okay, so some basic reactions you have always to remember. Cyanides on hydrolysis give acid, and acid is an easy pathway to go to amide and then to 1 carbon atom less. Clear? Now we come to the next one. So they seem to be difficult, but actually they are not difficult if we know the few fixed type of reactions which will be utilized for them. Next is ethanoic acid into propanoic acid. Okay, this one will do. Ethanoic acid to propanoic acid. Now gradually you will also learn that which reaction now to use. Ethanoic acid, CH3, COOH, to form propanoic acid means CH3, CH2, COOH. Now looking at the reaction, now you can finally judge. We want 1 carbon more in the product. 1 carbon more means we want to have cyanide group. Cyanide group can be introduced with the help of halogens. And now we have acid here. But it's not difficult to convert acid into alcohol. Okay. Now until there is plan in your mind that where you want to reach, you cannot use any reaction. So looking at the product and the starting material, you have to plan out first that what we use so we get this. So we want 1 carbon atom more, means what? We want reaction with cyanide. Cyanide hydrolyze, we will do hydrolysis of cyanide, it will give us acid. We have to bring CN. When we have to bring CN, that means we require halogen derivative. For halogen derivative, first we require alcohol. Okay, so for alcohol, we need to convert this acid into alcohol. That is why the first step will be reduction. Lithium aluminum hydride reduction will convert this into CH3, CH2OH. Alcohol, which on treatment with any halogenating agent will give CH3, CH2Cl, which on treatment with KCN will give CH3, CH2CN, which on hydrolysis will give CH3, CH2COOH. You reach to the product. Okay. So sequence we are following every time you just see. If you remember that what you want to get, then you will memorize all those, or recall all those reactions which are actually needed to complete that conversion. Okay. Next conversion we will see. So mainly if you see conversions of amines chapter, they are either based on ascent of series or descent of series. Ascent means increasing carbon, descent means decreasing carbon. Okay. Next question we will see ethane amine into methane amine. Ethane amine into methane amine. Okay. Now ethanamine means C2H5NH2 into methanamine means CH3NH2. Okay, that means the product requires one carbon atom less. Okay, one carbon atom less is needed. Now let us see what can be done. Now this is amine. Amine cannot be directly converted into methanamine. One carbon we have to reduce. Now to reduce one carbon atom we have bromamide reaction. Okay, Hofmann bromamide. Now for bromamide reaction we require amide. Okay, so this doesn't seem to convert into amide directly. So we have to think for any way by which we can convert into amide. Okay, so let us think. First, this C2H5NH2 when treated with HNO2, this equation or this reaction is also very important in doing conversions when it doesn't seem feasible in simple looking. So HNO2, whenever there is reaction with HNO2, this is reaction with actually nitrous acid generated by NaNO2 and HCl. So when this reacts, we get C2H5N2Cl, diazonium chloride is formed. This again is reaction with nitrous acid in which aliphatic amines even at cold temperature also they decompose to form C2H5OH and nitrogen gas is evolved. We have done this reaction as a test because nitrogen is only evolved by primary amines. So this is test for primary amines to differentiate them from aromatic primary amines. Okay, so ethanol is formed. Okay, now ethanol is here, C2H5OH. Now ethanol can be oxidized to form CH3COOH. C2H5OH oxidized to form acid. Now acid can react with ammonia to form CH3COONH4, which on losing water will form CH3CONH2. Now we have reached to amide, and which on Hofmann bromamide reaction, Hofmann method will give CH3NH2. That means you have reached to your product. Okay. So again, visualizing is very important when we are doing organic conversions. Maybe there is more than one way to do a particular conversion, but generally there are not so many ways. You cannot say that there are many ways by which we can do a single conversion. There may be more than one. Instead of one, there may be two ways, but not so many ways by which you can do the conversion. Okay, so we follow always a fixed route. If you will follow fixed route, you will remember what actually you have to do. So here when you have to reduce carbon, that means you just go that you have to just use Hofmann bromamide reaction. For Hofmann bromamide, we require amide. Amide can be obtained from acid by reaction with NH3. Acid, how we can reach to acid? From this compound which was given to us, and this compound was given. So this reaction will always help you for obtaining alcohols from amines, because alcohols can be converted into halogen derivatives also. So alcohols are the basic. Alcohols can be oxidized to acid. Alcohols can be converted into halogen. So first thing we will want that we convert them into this, and then later on we will do the further reaction. So clear this one. Then next conversion. methanamine to ethanamine. Same conversion which we have done, opposite of it. Just now we had done ethanamine to methanamine. Now we are doing methanamine to ethanamine. That means CH3NH2 to C2H5NH2. Now what we require in product, one carbon will be more. One carbon more. Okay. One carbon more means we require cyanide. Cyanide will be hydrolyzed, or hydrolysis not needed, directly reduction can be used. Okay. So one carbon atom means cyanide reaction is required. Now how to reach to cyanide reaction through this? Now cyanide can be introduced in halogens. Halogens can be introduced in alcohols. So first again we want this compound to be a alcohol. Clear? This way we will trace the equation back way. That how we will reach to the product. Now I start with this CH3NH2. When react with HNO2, nitrous acid, so it will give CH3OH. Now I am not writing diazonium chloride because diazonium chloride is unstable, so it decomposes to form alcohol and nitrogen gas. Now this alcohol CH3OH can be halogenated SOCl2 to form CH3Cl, which can be treated with KCN to form CH3CN. Okay, and your compound required is CH3CH2NH2. Ethanamine is CH3CH2NH2. So we have reached to CH3CN. Now this CH3CN, you just see. If we hydrolyze it, it will be converted into acid. But why we hydrolyze it? One way is this CH3CN, you hydrolyzed it, it will be converted into CH3COOH. Then what you do? Again treatment with NH3. Okay. Then it will form minus H2O means ammonia. Then it will form CH3COO, NH4. Then minus H2O hoga. Then it will form CH3CO, NH2. It will become amide. Okay. And then this amide, now you don't need to decrease the number of carbon atom. What you require is, you want this carbon also to have CH2. So you know that when lithium aluminum hydride reduction is done, this will be converted to CH3, CH2, NH2. So one method is this. After this step, after we have obtained cyanide, you hydrolyze it to acid if this reaction is set in your mind. So you can follow this path always. That cyanides hydrolyze to give acid, acids on treatment with this will give you amide, and amide on reduction, simple reduction, not degradation, bromamide. Then it will form this. Or simply when cyanides are obtained, you remember one more reduction we have done. Cyanides directly reduce in presence of hydrogen, nickel, palladium or platinum can convert into CH3, CH2, NH2. So you don't need to follow this long method after obtaining this. So see that what product is required. If in question they are asking for acid, then definitely you have to convert cyanide into acid. But if they are asking for amine itself, then this directly can be reduced to form amine with one carbon atom more, because this C will also provide you one carbon atom. Okay. So this is conversion of methanamine to ethanamine. If you look at them, you will see every time almost 2-3 reactions are being used again and again. So this tells that conversions are not difficult. Only they require some practice from you. Once you start practicing, they will be very easy. And conversions don't come in exam just in the form of conversion. How will you prepare this from this compound? Then also you have to, that is also conversion. So they can be in other forms also. Okay. So if any question is different. Now remaining two are also the same. Okay, so I am not taking these two. Nitromethane into dimethylamine. Let us do this one because little different. Nitromethane into dimethylamine. Nitromethane to dimethylamine. Okay. Nitromethane CH3NO2 to convert into dimethylamine means NH3NH CH3NH CH3 dimethylamine. This is the product we require. So to reach to this product, we know how to prepare secondary amines from primary. This is easy reaction. The main thing which we want to know is that how we convert this nitro compound to amine. So this reaction is simple. Reduction of nitro compounds. They are reduced either in presence of hydrogen with nickel, palladium or platinum, or with tin, metal with HCl, iron with HCl. Any of this reagent can convert nitro compounds into amines CH3NH2. They are converted directly. Now once we have obtained this, we know that when primary amines are treated with halogen alkyl halides RX, then they form CH. This R we have to take here CH3 because we want one more CH3. So it will be CH3NHCH3 and byproduct will be H from this and X from here. So byproduct not necessary to write, only we have to see that using with alkyl halides primary amines 1 degree can be converted into 2 degree. Okay, so this is one of the conversions. Okay. Now the second type of conversions from this chapter, these all were based on aliphatic compounds. Now 2-3 conversions we will see for aromatic compounds. Okay. First is nitrobenzene to benzoic acid. Nitrobenzene to benzoic acid. Okay. Now for this conversion, carbon atom, there is no change in the number of carbon atoms. Okay, they are as it is. Now when we want to convert into acid, the first step which we will perform is, because see, with nitro group we have not done any reaction, we have not studied any reaction having nitro groups. Okay, so first we will convert this nitro group into amine group, like reduction. Just now we have done that reaction, metal with acids. So it will be converted into NH2. Okay. Now once NH2 group is introduced, when this is treated with HNO2, that is again NaNO2 plus HCl, when primary amines, aromatic primary amines are treated with nitrous acid, they result in the formation of benzene diazonium chloride N2Cl. Now we know that benzene diazonium chloride for aromatic amines is stable. When it is heated, it may convert into alcohol. So whatever conversion we have to do, we have always to remember that we require either halo derivative or alcohol derivative or acid finally we have to obtain. Now The problem with these compounds is this, that directly this OH cannot be converted into halogen derivative because benzene ring compounds do not give nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, so this alcohol directly cannot be converted into acid by oxidation. Okay, so some other method will be required for this. Now once alcohol is obtained, now we require cyanide group on this so that it can be converted into acid. So can we introduce cyanide? Yes, directly. Okay, one thing we can do. See, we have obtained here N2Cl. Now on heating this can be converted into alcohol. Now I told that converting this into alcohol will not help us to convert into acid because this OH cannot be oxidized directly to acid because this is not a aliphatic chain. In aromatic compounds, those reactions are not nucleophilic substitution reactions are not given. Now one more reaction is there which we have done already, that when benzene diazonium chlorides are treated with copper halides and their acids, so CuCN plus KCN if can be used. This is Sandmeyer's reaction we have done with halogens for cyanides and for iodides also. Okay, so these benzene diazonium chlorides can be converted into halogen derivatives or into cyanides by using Sandmeyer's reaction. So from here we will convert it into cyanide. CuCN and KCN will convert this compound. That means this pathway can help us if we want alcohol, but this pathway will not help us if we want acid. So cyanide conversion will help us. We will obtain cyanide here and then this cyanide on hydrolysis. So now this hydrolysis of cyanide directly can obtain, because now we are not moving carbon from here, we are just hydrolyzing it to form acid. Okay, so this benzoic acid is obtained. So in organic conversions including aromatic compounds, we have to remember nitro group is there, it has to be converted into amine, because from nitro we cannot do any conversion. So nitro converted to amine by simple reaction reduction. Now when amines we obtain, for further conversions of aromatic compounds to any other compound, benzene diazonium chloride is the midway always. Why? Because this can convert it into any halogen derivative, cyanide derivative or alcohol. Okay, so we will first convert this into benzene diazonium chloride. After that, whatever is the requirement, according to that we will come to the product. So here we require acid, so we have converted this into cyanide and then acid. Clear? So again the trend will be same. This compound is must when you are doing organic conversion of aromatic compounds. So remember how to reach to this. Last one more we will take, small conversion. Okay, chlorobenzene to parachloroaniline. Not very difficult. Chlorobenzene to parachloroaniline. It's very simple actually. Chlorobenzene, this is chlorobenzene, and what we want is parachloroaniline. Okay, now we know that chloro group is ortho and para directing. So what we will do is that we will do nitration of this HNO3 in presence of H2SO4. Again electrophilic substitution reaction. So it will convert into ortho and para nitro arene. Okay, So nitro ortho and para nitroarene. Now what will happen? What we require is this NO2 converted to NH2. So simply this NO2 group with use of SN plus HCl can be reduced to NH. Okay, so the conversions are like this.